Well, good day, everybody. Glad you're here with me again. Still in my basement. I hope all of you are enjoying the improving weather and getting outside of your basements from time to time. But these are the basement tapes. So let's keep on going. It was a long time coming, but it wasn't officially announced until Tuesday of this week. The Ontario school year is over. Not literally over. They'll still keep doing their online lessons and stuff like that. The little kids will do art projects. The bigger kids, especially those who'd be graduating this year, are going to have to figure out some kind of exam so that they can go off to university, assuming the universities are open in the fall as well. One of the issues that starts to come up, though, and there's no easy answer to this yet, is what school is going to look like. And I have been critical of the Ontario government for needing as long as they did to come up with an answer. I think we could have had an answer much sooner than they came to us. My family, my wife and I, with our two kids, we assumed a month, 2 months ago that they weren't going to go back to school, and we had to kind of come up with our own plans accordingly. But now, maybe I was wrong to be that critical of the Ford government in one key way. It's a lot more complicated than we realize. Now, folks, I should mention that my wife is a teacher herself. So I have the advantage of kind of not only having kids in the system, but having a wife who is familiar with the intricacies of teaching. She's teaching at a private school right now. She's not part of the public system, but she still has a lot of the same things. One of the ideas being floated around, for instance, is that maybe kids go back to school on a part time basis. And that might be a way we can get back to something more like normal. Maybe the grade ones through grade fours go in the morning, and the grade fives through grade eight go in the afternoon. Or maybe your kids go to school on week one, they go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then on week two, they go Tuesday, Thursday. This could be a way that we could have physical distancing in schools, but still have the kids going out there and they're getting at least some learning. But then my wife noted something interesting, and this is just her, having more experience. She says, all right, well, think of our two kids. Our daughter is 3 years older than my son. She says, is it helpful for you if he's going to school in the morning and she's going to school in the afternoon? And I thought about it and I realized, no, it really doesn't. I mean, that would basically mean that I would still have a kid at home with me, presumably doing online learning for the entire workday. For her as a teacher, if they have physically separated classrooms and they end up cutting the class in half, so, like I said, alternating weeks or alternating days or anything like that. If she's sitting in the classroom and she's got half the kids in front of her, the rest of the kids are doing the online learning, who's handling the online learning? Is it her? Is she switching microphones on and off? Who's watching the kids on the feed? Who's turning them on and off mute? Who's handling the online lessons? Let's say, for instance, the only way to actually get kids inside the school at the start of the day is by maybe doing something really easy, right? So that we don't have too big a crowd at a school. We do physical distancing before the bell. So we stagger the start times for the day by 10 minutes per grade. Well, again, my kids are 3 years apart. So if that's a 10-minute staggering per year, that means my school drop off and pickup, instead of being a quick drop off that lasts 2 or 3 minutes, becomes a half hour of lost productivity standing around. None of these problems are insurmountable. We can figure out solutions for all of this. I believe that people are smart and adaptable. But the more you think about it, the more you realize that unless the virus is contained and smothered, or unless a vaccine comes around, even getting kids back into class next year, it's not going to be business as normal. It might be a long time before I can stroll in 1 minute before the bell with both my kids, just say to them, all right, go run around and then get to your own class on time, and I'll pick you up in 6 hours. The time may come when a memory of that may seem like a luxury from a long ago lost era of daytime productivity.